got
Yeah.
what do we got? New York Post
No
reporting.
Johnny Knoxville
Oh
website.
yes, this one's big in the nudes lately.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure you guys have already seen the clip. If Wink, you can find that just that
Dude, I thought it was
30
if anybody
second
knows, I thought this was Andy Ruiz, the guy who knocked out fucking Deontay Wilder. Or not Deontay
with the
Wilder. He
bunny
knocked
ears
out,
or the one
on the
asking.
knee. He knocked out Anthony
Yeah.
Joshua.
I don't know
And I
who
thought
that
it
is.
was him. I was like, "I can't believe he didn't knock him out." And there's just some other
Punch
essays
him.
over there just doing his thing,
So
bro,
for
but that
those
guy
of you,
looked at him hard, though, like, first he laughed, he's
he
like
was so kind. I know. I
and
thought he
then,
was
like
gonna
and then
hit
you
him.
see the face
He's like, she
change. He
said
was
yes.
happy.
She said
Honestly,
yes.
dude.
Let's what are we talking about? So for those of you that are
What
listening
are we
to us
talking about?
talking about something, you may have already seen the clip, the Disney proposal that's ruined by a staff member.
Bro,
So
this guy was in his all whites.
we
He
we
was wearing
we, we got the
extra
clip.
medium. He was looking
Man, look at
good.
the view. Look at the
Look, the
view.
view, his drip, his
Oh, you're gonna
hair.
need the sound on this one, unless it's like play by play kind of
I
stuff.
thought this was Andy Ruiz like a motherfucker, man.
I hate the play by play. And they slowed it.
They
Oh
slowed
my
it.
god. They're
You
trying to
see the
get
whole
that. They're
thing.
trying to not get the copyright. Good for
I
them.
know. I can't believe the dude didn't knock him the fuck out.
So look at whoop, grabs the ring,
And
shuts
whoop.
the box, escorts him off the steps. This
Tell me that
motherfucker
ain't
in the
Andy
white's like,
Ruiz.
you didn't just take my. Oh, you did. You did just take my ring. So essentially, he's like,
Nope.
he's like, but she said yes. Oh, that's great, and it would be even better over here. He says. So
He came sliding through that motherfucker. Disney
yeah,
on ice. Like,
yeah.
yoink.
Whoop, yoink! Wow, he intercepted that bitch real good. You know, like damn,
He's a
that
beast.
is a cock block of the year right there. You know what I'm saying?
Look, if you could do me a favor, pull up Andy Ruiz. I swear to God, this is him. No, Andy Ruiz has tattoos.
Oh,
They look fucking identical.
So to give you full
Ruiz.
perspective as to what's going on, or full idea what's going on, they're in Disneyland, Disney World in Europe somewhere, and they are in a prohibited area, so you can't be where they are, and the employee essentially was stopping them from the proposal so they could get off the prohibited area and move into or like somewhere that's a little more acceptable. Now the thing is that wherever you are on the side of the spectrum here, there's people saying, hey, you know what, screw this employee, you just ruined a moment. It was love and Disneyland just crushing hopes and dreams. What the hell's going on here? Other people saying, no, they're in a prohibited area, you can't be here, like you're breaking the rules, and this Mickey Mouse guy just was enforcing the rules. And then you got people that are just like, Disney sucks because they hate marriage, they hate love. It is what it is.
They hate freedom.
And clearly that's the bin to be in. It's Disney's fault.
I think Dave has, right, this was a setup. He was like, I've been with her for 11 years, 12 years, and some shouldn't get off the pot. He's like, but he's like, hey, bro, I don't want to marry this bitch.
I don't want to marry her. If you could
just slide through and just kind of do whatever you got to do.
Just run.
Got you.
He doesn't even like the big guy proposing. Doesn't even like try to attempt to. Like, you can't tell me you wouldn't swing on this motherfucker for coming for your ring. You know what I mean? So
bro, look at his smile. Look at his face.
Oh, yeah. He's like, oh wow, thank God, the ring's gone. Yeah. Personally, I think
straight shit during Pride.
I know, straight shit. Well done. I think like fucking no one gets paid enough money to do this. Like this fucking Disney employee probably makes $7 an hour. Like I have no idea. $7, $10, $11 an hour.
In California or Florida.
No, they're in Europe.
They're in Europe.
Yep. Disneyland. Like I can't remember which particular Disneyland it was, but I'm almost certain it's in Europe.
Breaking up more weed. I don't even know.
But like this is like the star. What is he looking for? Employee of the month? You know what I mean? Like I just don't know.
Somebody who takes the job way too seriously. Who's like at home, probably a manager. A Paris.
Yeah,
he's probably a fucking a manager.
There was a lot of English in this video.
My uncle's partner was a manager at a hotel, and that motherfucker would like show up off the clock and get in people's shit. And I'm like, what does this matter to you? Why do you care? And
Yeah.
he's like, no, fuck that shit. This isn't
Apparently,
happening on my watch. I'm like, calm down, bro. Why are you so aggressive?
there's
Like
always
every
people that
time.
there's always those people that are going to be a little over the top at their job.
Yep.
Um, so yeah, personally, I don't give a fuck. I think the Disney employee is doing way more than he needed to do. I personally would have just let them do their thing and been like, yeah, whatever, man. Like they're not hurting anyone, but I'm not saying like, hey, like everyone can do this, but like, like whatever.
As a
Whatever.
bachelor, I think that this was a good thing. I think that what the Disney employee did right there is he helped that man. And he thought about it. Like he was in that time. Time froze for a minute.
He's
And
like,
he
I can get
thought,
this. I can get this.
He's like, I can give it some more time. Let me give it some more time. You know?
But look at the view though, for the record.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yes, that's great, but over here she's gonna be even better.
That's
over here,
great.
it's going
Get
to
it over
be
here.
even
It'll be even
better.
better. This is my fucking uncle's ex-partner.
But of course, Disneyland is in a lot of trouble right now because Disney is just in a lot of trouble in general because
they
they're
fucking
fucking all over the news right now. They're getting all political and shit. They're an entertainment business, a company. They're in the what do you call these attractions or what do you
Amusement
call
parks?
yeah, they're in the amusement park business and the entertainment business, and they're getting very, very
And
political.
resorts and shit and
Yes,
so
and
much stuff.
so
They're almost like real estate, you know?
like they're fighting the governor in like I again like we're like you are like it is what it is, but it's like as a company like this, I don't understand why you're getting so political in terms of battling politicians and so on and so forth. But it's not looking good for them. They're in just a lot of hot water lately.
Yeah. See, and this is where like the employee, I think they scolded him, is what I was reading, but that's about it. And you
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
touch an employee or a customer's shit and
All right,
fucking
baby, I tried.
literally take it. Who knows how much that ring costs? Let alone he touched his hand as he's
Yeah,
grabbing it. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
in some
There's
places, that's battery. You know,
well, that's it. There's a policy that says that you're not supposed to touch um, uh, um,
anyone.
customers or like what are they called? Guest stuff. You're not supposed to touch guests,
Gets-
and especially expensive stuff, right? So
Yeah.
yeah.
You see his drip all white. He came out there in the drip.
Oh yeah, he's in a high drip. Oh, for
Head to
sure.
toe, and if he starts
Yeah.
sweating, it's yellow there, so, I mean, he's really out here trying to make it happen. It's a quick
hmm
time, you know? What an asshole employee.
Disney has a hidden agenda. One
I
could
don't know how
argue.
hidden it is.
Yeah, it ain't that hidden anymore,
Man, I
is it?
just watched that
It
fucking,
the expose with
Going
all the
Red or whatever. No, it's a
oh
fucking Disney movie my kid likes, bro, and it's, like,
oh
about
yeah
some little
yeah
girl
yeah
who's going through puberty and shit, and she's like
yeah yeah.
she's, like, all in love with these dudes and shit. I'm like, "What the fuck is going on?" Like,
I
no, let's not
watched a
make shit
little
up.
bit of it. I don't know, man. I again, like little girls need movies too. You know what I mean? That
I'm
they're gonna
just saying,
talk
bro,
to
like,
them and
Disney's growing up with the kids instead of just staying for the kids, you know what I'm saying? Like
it's
Nickelodeon's done, like,
weird,
it's like,
man.
"We're gonna go generation to generation. Instead of you moving on to a new channel,
Man,
we're gonna stay with you."
the like my
Fucking
boy
weird.
watches Nickelodeon and he's watching this show called iCarly? No, that's the TV. That's the internet. It's uh, iCarly or something like that.
Probably, this
And
like, there used to be a
these
show on that,
yeah,
and I
it's an
think there's a
old
new one.
show. It's an older show, and it like on the episode he was watching yesterday. This girl, like one of the actors, that's no older than like 12, is prancing around in like a hula hoop, like a hula fucking like coconut out like it was gross, and
Bro, there has been a lot of
I literally said this to
pedophiles who've been busted
I,
on the fucking Disney ch or
just
not Disney Channel,
recently, man.
Nickelodeon.
Just recently. Well, on Disney there was
Well,
I
Disney,
don't
yeah,
this
we
was a
talked about
story.
that, but Nickelodeon, bro, you remember that dude who he was, like, on all sorts of episodes of, like, All That? He was, like, a chubbier white dude with fucking somewhat longer hair, like, dude's sick. He's always having some foot shit going on, like, it came out that that dude was a pedo
Oh,
and
yeah,
doing some weird shit, and he
it
was
isn't it a
involved
co it's
in
not a
all sorts of shit.
coincidence that this is all fucking tied together, man. You
Yeah,
know, these shows where these like it's gross, man. It's
it's
gross.
fucked, bro.
It's gross.
It's fucked.
It's child exploitation is what it
Yep.
is
The
what I
problem is
see.
it's getting politicized again, where it's like you've got the far right who's been talking about all the not even far. You got people on more the right side with the QAnon shit and all that. So then anybody on the left is like, no, 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 and to look past shit. I bring this shit up to some of my far left dramatic extremist people that I know, and they're like, you just watch Alex Jones. This is ridiculous. I'm like, you don't even want to hear it. You just immediately shut it down. It's like I don't like either side. I like fucking people taking care of kids and family and good life, you know. But we got a lot of fucking weirdos in the world, man, and it's hard to hide your kids from them. You know, it really
Yeah.
is. It's
Yeah.
tough.
Yeah. A lot of fucking weirdos, man. That's kind of how it is, man. And it's like, I see Unholy in the chat. Good to see you. It's a sick world we live in. Yeah, but I don't think it's any sicker now than it was back then.
We just got
Anytime.
internet, man.
I just feel like we have more more exposure to it. You know what I mean? Like people are always like, you just can't let your kids walk around in the streets these days. They can't come walk down at nighttime and stuff. There's strangers everywhere, and there's predators and stuff. They've always been there, man. They've always been there. Some of the biggest murderers and criminals of all time were during the 70s and 80s and not like, you know what I mean? Like back then. The
like, you look at,
Jeffrey
like,
Dahmers
Gacy,
and the
that fucker looked weird. Like some of these guys looked weird. As we're on the internet, you could hide behind shit, or like
Yeah.
on TV, you could hide behind shit. Like there's a lot of Techno Ninja. That's exactly what I'm talking about. People think that he had a kid with Jamie Spears, Britney Spears' little sister. Yeah, fucking weird. And that's the issue, man. Is in today's day and age, the shit has been there, but now it's easier to expose kids to it because it hides behind more shit. Like these weirdos have found ways to exploit it and to get it out there more. So it's like I don't trust the big companies at all. But then you also got to pay attention to the small entertainers on YouTube and things like that. There's a dude who, like years ago, was kind of just like a goofy, random dude who ended up going to shoot up a grocery store and like fucking streamed about it and shit. Like there's a lot
there's
of
so
weirdos
many,
in the world.
there's so many,
Gotta protect the kids, bro. It's all about
examples of this,
protecting the
man. It's
kids.
fucking wild, man. It is wild, and it's just, it's gross, man. It's actually, it's gross to see how much of this is happening, and you're literally watching it in front of your eyes.
Yeah,
you're watching it. It's happening in front of you. Oh man, but again, what do you guys think? We ask these kind of crazy things.
There he is.
That
This
guy,
fucking weirdo. You don't remember him? He'd be on all that and shit, and like random fucking stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? It's weird.
Yeah, and there was literally there was one in the nudes just the other day. Can you look up Disney star? It was a dad, older guy, Disney star, sexual allegations.
Fucking Good Burger. Yeah, he's the guy from Good Burger. He's the manager at Good Burger. Son of a bitch.
Yeah, that might be it right there. And this was on the 30th of June. Oh wait. Oh, okay, no, that's not him. That's not him. There's another one.
Man.
Or maybe no, I don't think it was Nickelodeon. Yeah, him. That's the one. When's that from? That's the one I was reading.
Let me see.
2 days ago. So former Disney actor, if you want to pull that one up, former Disney actor heading to jail for alleged sex charges involving minor. So we're not making this shit up, guys. You know what I mean? Like this isn't like a tinfoil hat shit that we normally we can get ourselves into. This is legitimate. These are literally children. These are the stars that worked with children for years and had scenes where they would be close with them and have to interact with them. Like it is nasty, man. It is gross. How does this even this doesn't happen in an echo chamber. This doesn't happen where nobody knows about this. This is like that Weinstein, the Jeffrey or
Weinstein.
No.
Harvey Weinstein?
Yes, thank you. The Harvey Weinstein. Everybody knew about it.
Jeffrey.
Everybody knew about it, and nobody did it. South Park was joking about Harvey a fucking 10 years ago.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like people were in their stand-ups talking about how that women would go see Harvey to get a job 10, 15, 20 years ago, and it only now that it starts to get people are like, yeah, we stand against him. It's like, no, but you didn't.
People in power will let other people in power slide. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Because it's it'll potentially hurt their
reputation,
and what they have. Like these people are pieces of shit who allow it. They're damn near just as bad, if not just as bad. It's like the fact that they're going to allow this shit to go under their watch or to look the other way. It's fucked, man.
It's fucked. Scroll down a half second. I just want to get the
see his face.
Former Disney Channel actor was sentenced to 2 years behind bars for allegedly enticing a minor into.
He's a Fucking met a 13-year-old boy that turned out to be a cop.
Really?
Yep.
Stony Westmoreland, 52, tried to meet up with a 13-year-old Utah boy he met in Grinder in 2018. The 13-year-old boy turned out to be an undercover officer posing as a teen.
Chris Hansen
Wow.
walks out. He says, "You know you fucked up,
Yep.
right?
Yep. Yeah.
You
Have a
know
seat.
you
Have
fucked
a
up.
seat.
Have a seat."
Have a seat.
Yeah, no, you
Like,
go ahead and
are
leave.
these the
Like,
same story? Is this the same story? So Stony Westmoreland, is that who this actor is? Is that the name? Oh yeah. Westmoreland, who played the Henry Ham Mack, the grandfather on Disney series Andy Mack, accepted a plea deal. It's fucking wild, man.
24 months in jail. So he was gonna go hook up with a 13-year-old boy, and he's gonna get 2 years in jail. My buddy got caught with fake fucking money and got 6 years.
I sure hope. Now I can't condone violence, but I sure hope
That's
that
fucked.
when he gets in there, they find the fuck out what he was doing, and he's gonna hope that all he got was 24 months.
Wow.
Like
That's what I'm
there's
saying,
this.
bro. This is as deep as like people could say it's this side, that side. Like, look at the laws. Look at the fucking people. I personally know a guy who fucking did some real heinous shit, some real fucked up shit, and he got a 5-year sentence, less than my buddy who got caught with fucking fake money, counterfeit money. How is that the
There's
case?
people in jail for a joint for fucking 15 years, man.
But this guy's going for 24 months.
24 months.
Where's
24
which
months.
side is fucked up? It's all internal. This has been the founding fathers probably had fucking little kids in their shit, man. Like, it's so fucked up.
It's crazy, bro. It's crazy,
Shit gives me
bro.
the creeps, man.
It is the creeps. It is the creeps.
Let's watch a little bit of fucking Reddit. Let's do. I need to change my fucking. I'm ready to go fight after this.
Yeah, it's wild. But this is why this comes down back to the kind of conversation we were having on Monday about people being personally responsible. You got to watch out for your kids, man. You got to be close with your family members. You got to be close to your community. It's okay to have a conversation with your neighbor. It's okay to have a conversation with your child, because if you're not, then it leaves the pathway for somebody else to find their way in there, man. And our children are far too valuable to let somebody else raise them.